Dude, show me a Messi, man. I was watching a podcast of this guy yesterday talking about how he was buying up Messi.
Dude,
Was it Sports Cards Heroes?
I have close to 100 Messis now.
Do you
No,
really?
it's Heroes for Sale. Was it Heroes for Sale?
Probably Heroes. Yeah, he's good.
What's
Dude.
up, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of the Bailey Joe Card Show. Tonight we got some great things scheduled to talk about for you. But first, I just want to start off by saying a huge thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far. As you can see, we finally hit 200 subscribers. I am super ecstatic
Let's go.
and excited and seriously thankful for each and every one of you. And I also wanted to give a huge shout out to everybody who joined our personal breaks from this past Sunday. It was a lot of fun, and even if you didn't buy in or buy your own box, we just appreciate everybody coming out and viewing it. We had like 10 people the whole time, basically. It did cut out a couple times, but
The blast.
yeah,
And Kaylee S was the
I
big
think it went
winner.
really smooth. So
Yep.
there was
Yeah.
there was honestly some crazy pulls, like the pink Joe Burrow and then a red Joe Burrow in one of the mega boxes.
hmm We hit a couple autos too that were between $20 and $40, which is rare. Usually those autos are like $5.
Yeah, that Duggar.
$4.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
we hit like 3 Duggars. It was crazy.
Wow.
I know, man. Did you see that Mark's card today?
I actually literally have it pulled up.
Do you really? It
Did you see what it sold for?
was like $7.90. Yeah,
That's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
I know.
I wonder why.
It's okay. First off, I'm gonna let you out a little secret. Tuesday night isn't the best night to end an auction. Wednesdays and Sundays are your best nights.
Wait.
That's
Where
the
did you get
most
Wednesday and
accurate.
Sundays?
Wednesday nights and Sunday nights.
Is that specific to sports cards or just sales in general?
The sports cars market.
Wow, that's incredibly good information. I'm going to list 100 cards tomorrow.
Wednesday
Yeah,
and Sunday night.
Wednesday and Sunday. I've heard that from 3 different reliable sources that sell a lot on eBay. But I mean, it's all random depending on what's going on in the world. You know,
Wow.
especially with what's going on right now.
Yeah,
So-
true.
That's
Um,
crazy.
But
Oh,
Wednesdays
nice.
and
Home Run
Sundays.
Baseball sent us some sun cream. Thanks.
So I was watching ESPN today, and they were talking about how a lot of the NBA teams are going to be reopening their team facilities on May 8th. So that's literally in less than 2 weeks. So I don't know if that means that the NBA season in particular is going to start back up, but they're definitely making strides to getting back, and that makes it seems like there's going to be some sort of season. So that being said, how do you think just the simple fact that they're going to be able to start practicing again, how do you think that's going to affect card prices, especially in the basketball market?
Basketball prices haven't seemed to be terribly affected. There was a huge rise towards a few weeks ago, and then it seems like they've kind of tapered off a little bit. I mean, they usually fall down in the summer regardless because it's an off-season time, but I think at this point, any news about sports without sports being on is
It's
good
good
news for
news.
sports cards.
Right. For sure. I was just looking up to try and figure out. Okay, here it is. So the MLB was minus 125 to be the first league back to play. So pretty much even odds. I wonder what it is now, because with the NBA saying that they're coming back on the 8th practice, I just wonder where the MLB's at. But anyways, we're hoping the MLB is the first sport to come back. Hopefully they come back before the NBA. Because then we're going to be able to buy another LeBron.
Why do you think the MLB will come back before the NBA?
I don't know.
I think
I made this. I made it 30 days ago. So
okay.
lots changed since then.
Just based on, I could be wrong with this, but just based on the amount of time and preparation that you need to be back into like midseason form or even preseason form, like going into your first game, I feel like for pitchers especially, it will take longer than basketball players would need.
Right.
Ty
I
Pete said
agree.
opening day is July 4th.
I agree, man. Because
Is
if
that what they're
you're,
saying?
That's what Ty Pete just said on live. Yeah,
what do you say? July 4th?
opening. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they were shooting for, but this was a month ago, and
projected.
who knows? Maybe,
Well,
maybe Detroit. Maybe Gretchen will make Detroit wait till like June or July to start.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's definitely another factor because
for sure.
like some states can. I think Ohio opened up yesterday or today. Like how is the Cleveland Cavaliers allowed to go back into the gym, but the Pistons aren't?
well, Indiana does. I mean, you were just in Tennessee, right, Ben?
Yeah,
So like restaurants are open. This is
yeah,
all
yeah. People are eating at restaurants for sure.
dictatorship, man.
I know, man.
Uh,
Just go get me some pancakes.
We're
yeah.
yeah, it's
So
gonna be
Detroit sports are already at a disadvantage again this year.
Yeah, right.
it's all good. I think we'll get there.
I know. I'm just excited, man. I just feel like we're gonna bounce back a lot faster than people think.
I
Because
hope so.
I mean, I really do hope so. And maybe it's just me being optimistic, but I mean, I feel like real estate's kind of the catalyst and it drives everything. And if real estate bounces back, I feel like everything else will just kind of.
Yeah, but real estate is so different because like you literally can't. It's almost impossible to sell and buy houses right now.
I know it is. That's what I'm saying. So as
like
soon as it's lifted, are people going to keep buying, or are they? How many people are going to? Because we have a lot of listings going in, people are ready to list. So as long as you're looking as a buyer, I feel like the first couple of weeks, right when everything you're allowed to go see houses, you're gonna have to get right on it. So for sure.
Well, I think overall that the vacation's over, right? That's pretty much where we're
Yes,
at in all of this.
absolutely. It's over, man.
Everybody's mindset should be changing. Vacation's over. Let's at least start thinking about getting back to business.
Yeah, a routine, really. Like, let's get to a routine. Try and get up. And what were you doing before the COVID? Were you working out in the mornings? Were you, what were you doing at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m.? What were you doing?
So you think that maybe people will stop or remove sports cards from their daily routine?
No.
I was thinking about this.
Add sports cards to their daily routine.
People currently have endless amount of time on their hands. So these people are at least the people that are going to start making their mindset more business related and have sports cards as like a secondary hobby. They're not going to have as much time to spend focused on sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect a dip this summer though. I mean, it just depends on what sport it is, right? Too, because each sport, depending on the season of the year, is going to have a different dip than the other sports cards. So, I mean, right now is probably a great time to be buying up football cards, I would think. And then, towards the end of the summer, would be a good chance to start buying up more NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I've been buying up a ton of Kyler Murray's optics.
Right.
I think.
So here's my thing. I think with everything that's going on, people are gonna, once they get back to work, the people that were buying up sports cards right now might end up buying less because they're busy with work, with life, with whatever, because right now you're kind of stuck at home. So there's going to be a less demand, but the people that were selling, like who's selling right now really is the question. Are those people going to continue to sell in 2 months? Because that takes a lot of work. I mean, putting 100 cards up on eBay is no joke. So what's going to taper off faster between the supply or the demand? I don't know.
I think NBA is I think NBA, honestly, I think Zion changed the NBA sports card game for
Yeah, definitely Luka and Zion.
the future. I mean, I don't see NBA
Right.
falling down too much. It will taper off, and there might be a slight drop. But man, if they start playing basketball, I mean,
Right.
hold your NBA cards now. I would. I wouldn't be
Especially
selling.
rookies for sure.
So you're saying just based on the definition of supply and demand, since less people are going to be, since less people have as much time to list cards, there's going to be less listings, but the buyers will continue to stay the same, maybe. So less listings and more buyers equals higher prices.
Right. Okay.
More
Yeah,
people are getting in though too, like every day into the hobby.
for
Right, but
sure. I mean, so many. But I think if you look at, if you want to get real specific, I mean, I truly believe that it's always like there's always something out there that you could be buying that you're going to make money on.
Absolutely.
And that's always I mean, that's a fact. There's always something on the market that you can get a really good deal on and either flip in 3 months or flip in a year or flip in 5 years, or maybe you're buying a LeBron and just waiting, watching it just keep going up. There's only so much demand. But really, I think the best buys in the next few months are the optics. So the optics came out, everything shut down because
What
of
sport?
COVID. And
What sport?
Basketball. So the
Basketball
optics
optics.
came out, everything shut down because of COVID. So I think there's a lot of optics at right now at PSA and BGS that haven't been graded yet. So once
Yeah.
those come back, I feel like if people are taking the time to send in graded cards and then they come back, they're probably going to want to sell them. So if they sell them, I think there's going to be an influx of supply on the market, and those might be really good buys because there's going to be a lot of listings once those get back and PSA gets up and running again. But I could be wrong. But at the same time, I'm going to check into it, and if I see that trend, I'm definitely going to buy up some of those in the next few months. Those are my focus.
So you think when the PSA Factory or whatever their business
I mean, they're
opens,
slowly opening up. I'm
Right.
sending 50 cards in right now,
Okay.
45 actually, but they got to be above $500.
so once
in
they
value.
start grading those cards and sending them back, the PSA market is most likely going to take some sort of a dip.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, I just in the newly graded cards, which is Optic, because they graded a lot of Prizms. In fact, I heard this stat the other day. They said that this year's Prizm basketball, there's been 80,000 graded cards,
Holy
and
crap.
in the Fleer of Michael Jordan's era, there was 250,000 graded cards. So there's actually less graded cards in the Prizm right now than there is in the Fleer. So that was cool.
Let's reference when cards and boxes first come out, though, because when a new box comes out and those cards are first listed for sale, they're typically some of the highest prices that they'll sell for until, the season comes back around. So do you think that people are going to be expecting to sell these PSAs when they come back at their top dollar?
It just depends on. Man, I'm giving away all the secrets, but like as soon as I get my Zions back, I'm putting them on the market. If I can get $1,500 for a rare Zion green rookie card, PSA 10, I mean, I'll probably take that right now. Bundle of, I mean, I have
So
three of
just
them.
list at
and
the
then
price.
go buy a Brady.
Yeah.
But Brady's freaking shooting up there too, and I'm waiting. I haven't even bought one yet. I think he's going to come down. Like there's a lot of them out there.
Now doesn't seem like the time to buy Brady. I'm sure there's still some,
No, I'm waiting on that.
Why do you think that? So you're saying that a bunch of people are going to be getting their cards back, so PSAs are going to flood the market. Why do you think you should list when you get it back? Is it just because it's Zion, or are you saying?
I mean, I'll check it. It just depends who it is, I guess. Because the only thing that PSA is grading right now are cards that are valued like $500 or above, and some of them are like $100 to $500 that they'll look at. But
Raw
it's
or after being rated?
After being graded, and that's how much you have to pay. So it's anything from $100 to $500 as a PSA that's selling as a PSA 10. That's that you want to get graded. So if it's a PSA 10 and it sells between $100 and $500, it costs $20 to get graded, plus the membership to PSA per card. And then if your card's worth above 500 or 1,000, it can be up towards like 25, $30, man, a card. Crazy.
It costs more money to grade cards that are worth more.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. I think I'm paying for one of my cards. It's worth about $1,500. I think I'm paying like $50 to get it graded, maybe more.
What's it worth raw though?
Raw probably like 500.
Okay, so it's
600-700. It's a Zion green.
10% of the value of the card to double the value of the card seems like a good return.
I know exactly, but if it comes back as a 9, I kind of just wasted money. And really, I didn't waste money. I'll probably get my money back because 9s will sell more than a raw card.
Yeah,
but they yeah, I don't know. It's just the time really to send it and then get it back. I mean, it's gone for 3 months. I mean, that Bailey's got it right there. It's yeah. So the econ service, that's what I did. Anything under 1,500 or below is like the regular or economic service, and that's 72, 93 business days to get it back. So you're talking 3 months. So if I send it now, Zion tears an ACL in a month or two, and I don't have it back yet, that card tanks. Where if I got it back like tomorrow, I'd put it on the market. So that's kind of what's happening. Is I think they're going to get workers back and then just start working overtime, grading a bunch of cards.
I'd hold that card, dog. I'd hold it till the
season. I think I'm gonna hold the green, just probably forever. I mean, because it is rare, man. The Prizms are freaking rare, super rare, and that's like the rookie card. So
I got that Don Russ rookie rated Zion that's out of 50.
Dang, yeah.
Is there 50 of those green ones, or how many are there?
They're not numbered. It's hard to say, but.
That's
Bailey, can you look that up? Oh,
I mean, it's going to take more research than a Google search.
Yeah.
But, so, overall, do you think that it's a good time to buy, or are you planning on selling very soon?
Okay. It's always a good time to buy. You just have to make sure you're buying the right. You got to make sure you're buying the right guys. I mean, there's always something out there that you can buy. It's just kind of like the stock market. Like overall, the stock market's it goes down or up, but there's always stocks that went up and there's always stocks that went down. So as long as you're buying, especially sports cards,
you'll know the prices too. So you
know
the price when you see it. You know,
you just got to study the market like anything else. But I don't know. I mean, you got to love it too. I mean, you got to love looking at. You got to love when your car goes from 4,000 to 5,000. You know, it's like, man, I bought this a year ago for $1,000 and it's worth $6,500 right now. Like, where else are you going to get that appreciation? 500% in a year,
and the excitement from watching the player whose card you have.
Exactly.
Yep. Just like going crazy.
Yeah. What are you doing tonight? I'm watching Luka ball for 32. That's what I'm doing.
So, another tip when you are going to be listing these cards, you want to list so that the auction ends either before or after one of the games that the player is playing. So you check the schedule.
Yeah,
you check the schedule for when are the Mavericks playing? Okay, I got my Luka rookie card. Looks like it's a week from today. I'm going to list that. I'm going to have it end at. You can set it on eBay too to list at a certain time, so that you don't have to like.
Yeah, I like that, man.
You can set up your listing midday if you want, and then more than likely it's going to be like a 7 o'clock or like an 11 o'clock p.m. that you want this to end on.
For sure.
Personally, for me, I like to set them so that they end after the game, because and try to find a game that's going to be on like a Friday night. So like people are getting paid on Friday. They got money in their bank, and Mavericks are playing Friday night against the Heat. Luka's going to throw up 50 points, and you want that card to end after that game. So people are – I mean, I've had plenty of football games last season where I was like, holy shit, look at that rookie. He just had an amazing game. And I'd search him on eBay, and I'd order a couple of his rookie cards just from watching him have a good game.
Yep. And that's kind of how it starts. I mean, if you would have bought Luka rookie cards, PSA 10s for $100, even like 2 years ago, I mean, those things are worth like 1,700 right now. So the Prizms are like 6-7 grand.
The Prizms are insane. That's something we need to research ourselves and start looking into what some of these like. How does a Prizm silver compared to like a Prizm numbered, and how does an optic silver compare to an optic numbered? Like what's more rare? I mean, we all know that the silvers are some of the most sought after cards in the market by collectors.
They're great for the hobby, man. But me personally, I'm after the rare. It just depends what you want to collect. But the silver is like, it's common enough to make it so there's like a constant stock market, and then the numbered cards are rare enough to you could sell at the right time and just get a ridiculous price. And
the numbered cards
are the wrong time and get a really bad price.
I like watching numbered cards, but I really only have a handful of players that I watch numbered cards for. But yeah, that's great advice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is there any other advice you guys want to give out tonight?
That's pretty much it, man.
Start buying up soccer cards and look into the 2014 World Cup series, because those are a Prizm card. And I think that, honestly, I don't think rookie cards are going to matter as much for soccer as they do in other sports, because soccer's kind of like baseball, where you've got like really weird, like people can get into like, like lower level professional leagues, and they start at different times, and some go in and out of the league, and so their rookie cards are a little bit uncertain. But Prizms are obviously the gold standard, and the 2014 World Cup series, those cards are super cheap right now, and I've been buying them up like crazy. Looking into the I've gotten some optic silvers, some Prizm silvers of like Messi and Ronaldo for like $10-15, which is just
here's a Neymar auto for $165.
Yeah, and that's
crazy. Like, why is his auto $165? Why is that not like a $1,500 card? I don't get it.
It will be in 2026. That card will 10x itself. I know.
Grand.
The problem is, if they do autos every single year of like bigger players like this,
it doesn't matter.
Just, like,
you got to figure World Cup is every 4 years. That alone makes it a rarity. So like it's not like a normal season. So I think Panini Prizm has a little bit of a hold on. Like I'm just not sure. And no one knows anything about that market really either. The demand is not high enough to really have a justifiable like consistency to what the value is. But I think now's a great time to learn this market and to just start experimenting, buying different cards. I bought a lot of like 20 Ronaldo Topps Chromes, just because we all know that Topps Chrome is a good card, right? Like, so I think you use the knowledge that you have in other sports cards to start buying soccer cards, and if you can just stash them away for a few years, you're gonna have a good investment.
I like that. I'm actually gonna start doing that.
I'm gonna buy one of those hobby boxes like right now.
Too.
You guys want to buy one? Let's do it. Let's buy a case.
You have a couple in your cart.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, let's get a couple, man.
Go for it.
So there's a couple other ones that you want to get too. The 2017, we're looking for Christian Pulisic. It's the those boxes are super cheap, man. And his rookie cards, he's the only American that's like worthy of being a rookie card in soccer world. That's it's going to be sought after. I mean, he's been in the Premier League. He's been, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be the LeBron James of soccer when 2026 World Cup comes. People are going to want Christian Pulisic rookie cards. So,
I agree.
I'm planning on buying boxes of soccer cards. I'm going to start flipping like football and basketball boxes to buy soccer boxes, I think.
What's that? 28. So the 2018 Panini Prizm World Cup Soccer Hobby Box right there for $350.
Get 2014, dog.
And
Don't-
that's Mbappe.
Yeah, these ones have Mbappe.
That is true. There is Mbappe. Just get one of each. Let's get one of each. Group break. Ty Pete wants a group break on the soccer box. I think we can make that happen.
Let's do it. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight to watch episode 7 of the Bailey Joe Card Show. We appreciate all of you. We're going to be doing another box break this Sunday. It's going to be a group break of baseball cards. We got a ton of baseball cards we're looking to break. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. At this point, we might as well try and get to 300 subscribers. So,
well, that's the new goal. We're also, the community is growing, and we're just welcoming everyone into the community. We just are so excited to, not necessarily be at the forefront of it, but that's where we're headed. That's what we want to do.
yeah.
Hop on the ship, get on the rocket. Let's all ride together. Let's all build this up. Let's rip packs, flip stacks, and talk cards.
Yeah, let's do it. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Follow the Sports Investors at SportsInvest123 on Twitter. We're always communicating, responding, having a lot of fun in all those channels. So follow us there. But until next time, we'll see you then. See you later, guys.
Love you guys.
Peace out, guys.
Love you.